Hello there, and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm testing something from my microphone, so it might sound a little different. Hopefully, we'll get less clicky from my mouse and keyboard. So, yeah, I'm having like major creative block right now. I've been playing Starfield for the past 3 days, and I just really want to jump back in, but I don't want to leave you hanging. So, well, we're going to try something a little different today. Since I can't think of anything to build in the factory right now, well, except for maybe an auto egg farm, but I mean that's just pretty much going to be a chicken sitting on top of an egg nest on top of a hopper. Not exactly a redstone wonder. So instead, how about we do like a day in the life of TerraFirmaCraft? Of course, it's going to be more than a day. It's going to be more like 5 days, but you get the idea. We're going to just show you some of the work I do on a daily basis. Keep everything running. And we haven't really gone out exploring too much. Have been running around breaking all of these though. Now that the winter's over, they shouldn't be reforming as much. Let's see, how are we doing in here? These are almost out of oil. Why don't we pick them up, toss down a torch in their place for the moment being. We're gonna come back and replace them in a minute. This way we don't walk it out, come back and find a creeper has decided to move in with the llamas. Alpacas. These are alpacas, not llamas. And yet the snow's melting, so mobs are spawning again all over the place. So I have to be careful when going outside at nighttime. As you can see, I've encountered a few mobs over the past few hours. So we've got our olive oil barrel down here that haven't had to refill recently. Does last a fair bit of time. That picked up nothing. There we go. Although we have an absolute ton of olive paste that we can turn into olive oil. Right, I was thinking about doing an auto vat over by the... I'm having a mind blank here. Factory. Doing an auto vat by the factory to make olive oil. Or at least olive water. Maybe I did just think of something we can do today. Make sure no creepers sneaking up on me. Oh, that's empty. How is that empty? I definitely put... Oh, no, you don't. Go back that way. That way. There we go. Sneaky llama trying to escape. I think I had I had an extra. I'll just swap over to the to that one. When I went cave exploring the other day, nope, it snowed again. I took one of the lamps, put some oil in it, and then wore it on my back, so I didn't have to carry a torch around me. I'll show you what I did. Took that off, put that on, and I just ran around with the torch on, with the lantern on my back. And well, this one's not gonna light up because it doesn't have any fuel in it, but if it had fuel, it'd be lit and it'd provide me with, well, light as I'm exploring. So then, if we're gonna try something with vats, it's gonna require 2 more buckets. Nope, 3 more buckets. I don't want to do it right now. What we can do is take these out, and I'm gonna smelt these down using our newfangled smelter. Ooh, running low on coal. Did just make, well, running low on actual coal a bit. Trying to light it with a torch instead of with a fire starter. There we go. I'm running low on the coal you can mine, but I did just make a whole bunch of charcoal down here. So let's collect this, and that should put us in a situation where we have It's in my bag. Yeah, almost 3 stacks worth of actual coal. So we should be good for a little while. And we've got a few more trees growing, and that's something we can do today also is replace the oak trees because I'm down to only 3 saplings. They're currently growing. The chest in there has a ton of saplings. But yes, now we have this auto feed system. It is very nice. The copper feeds right in, gets melted down, and well, it goes into the crucible here. Oops, I did not mean to grab that. And then we can start casting it out. We could see about getting a pump, pulling power off of there and then pumping that into a tank. I'm not sure how well that works. If I have to keep the tank hot or anything else like that. So we're just going to just do this, and I'm going to be casting out as we go. Probably going to need to craft up some more molds, because since I've been having issue getting my hands on more graphite, I haven't been making much fire clay. I also need to go collect more clay, and that means that when my fire molds break, I don't have something to replace them with. So I've been using the the old-fashioned ingot molds, which break far more often. So, and since we're getting full already, might as well start draining this out. Then we can add it to our giant pile over here. Oh, and I made a mistake when I was making some black steel the other day, and we now have 10 unknown ingots, which are absolutely worthless. I say that. Did I ever fix? So this is just the all-in-one mod, the one that I've partially released up on Curse Forge. It's not done yet, but it is roofs, fences, and bridges is up. But you know, I changed the recipe for the hammers, and this should be cycling through all ingots. And right now it's just staying on copper. And it should be all ingots, which means that it could technically be unknown metal, but yeah, it's not cycling right now. So I wonder if that's not working the way I thought it should. Anyway, let's cast these out. I don't know what happens when this reaches 40 not 40 4,000 millibuckets, because I think the capacity is only 4,000. So once it's full, what happens? It doesn't overflow, I don't think. Do these reach boiling but then never melt? Do I have enough to find out? I should. Do I want to find out? That's a better question. And then these are going to take absolutely forever to cool down. That's kind of cool how they sort of flicker through, because they're being, you know, as they're melting, you'll see in a sec, like that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Well, I mean, it's metal, it's kind of hot, but you get the idea. Sorry, bad pun. See, that one broke. Whoops. Oh, actually, let's try something else. So, as far as I am aware, as far as I've seen, these will not empty out a ingot mold. It did. No way. It didn't do it before. But wait, what's happening to the other? Am I picking them up? Are they breaking? If they're breaking, that's really gonna be unfun. I think they break instantly. Okay, well, we can apparently automate pulling ingots out of the mechanical crafter. I mean, pulling ingots out of a mold with the mechanical crafter. It's just they break. Well, that's good to know and kind of unfortunate at the same time. Because that means I just wasted a bunch of molds. And I'm not going blind. I didn't pick them up, right? No, there are no molds in my backpack. And there should be nothing in here because this doesn't have a pickup module. Well, I say nothing. There's plenty in here. There's no molds in here. Here's more clay. Ah. At least they changed it. It used to be, and I don't remember which version of TerraFirmaCraft this was, but if you made a mistake while napping or while napping, whether it be clay or stone, you lost at least one of the clay balls or stone pieces. So it's nice that that's been changed. I don't know if that's a series FirmaCraft change, an auto FirmaCraft change, or a TNG change from how it was originally done. Okay, so the answer is you lose it. When the inventory is full, the buffer is full. When this is full, any additional ore you put in disappears, gets deleted. So yeah, don't overfill your crucible. Whoa. I'm learning new things every day, guys. You can't right click the ingots directly out of the molds? Since when? How did I never notice that before? I can do it while it's still in the... Oh my gosh. That's a game changer. You gotta be careful. You can't do that with... See, it's molten right now, so it's not gonna work with a molten ingot. Pop that out, put this in. I can dump all these in now. This can melt down again. Ooh, okay. So it can still break while in the crucible. That's good to know. Oh man, that's gonna make this so much quicker. And so much better on my inventory. Well, okay, these ones are a little too hot still. So all of them are gonna come out too hot. Yeah. Might not be able to get too many more out of this method easily. And I think I do have that one right there. That's my overflow ingot. It's got 29 in it. Essentially, whenever I'm left with just... Well, you'll see, I'm going to be left with 50 ore. So we toss this in, and it adds to that. And next time I'm smelting... Hopefully we get enough to finish that one off also. There we go. So overflows up to 70, 79 or so. Alright, wow. We learned a few things already. That's awesome. Alright, so now that we've taken care of all of the metal, second chore is, well, let's go make some more compost. So that's why I keep all the rotten veggies and whatnot. The rotten flesh really doesn't have a use. I mean, I can make these little lamps from the Netlights mod, and I might just to stick them around, test them out. But yeah, I mean, I can make them into compost, but I make some poison to compost, which will kill plants as opposed to, you know, growing plants. And I really have no need to kill my own plants. If I'm growing them, it's because I need them. Let's break these. Go over to our harvest over here. Just pause that for a minute. Oh, this is almost full also. Oh, good timing. Let's grab one of each. Restart that up. And then we can, well, make some more compost. These are the least efficient for the brown. I mean, they only provide one each. But, well, as you just saw, I have plenty. I don't exactly need to worry about not having much. In fact, I didn't even grab enough to fill all these composters. Gonna need another 32. I think I have 2 composters that aren't gonna be full. Yeah, I'm gonna be too short, so I need to go grab another 32. But then the veggies and the fruit are very efficient. They provide 4 each. More efficient for brown compost is pumpkins and pumpkins and melons. So if you're growing pumpkins and melons and they rot on you, you can toss them in as compost. I've probably said this before a long time ago. They provide 4 each, so they are much more efficient. I stopped growing pumpkins a little while ago. Yeah. As you can tell, my pumpkin field is empty. Actually, I haven't replanted anything, but it is only just turned March. The outside temperature is just barely above freezing. Nothing's gonna grow just yet. At least not outside my greenhouse. Which, to be fair, the greenhouse doesn't seem to use the nutrition. No, do not want to eat that. So making more compost, I need it for more planters, but that's about it. But yeah, we can do that. Got all of our hives here. Actually could use some trimming. Still got our pirate over there. Thankfully he doesn't have a trident. Unlike if you've been watching Decked Out. Yeah. I've been doing that too. Been playing Starfield and watching Decked Out all day. Real good for getting stuff done. Oh, yeah. And yesterday a creeper blew me up as I exited the building. Destroyed one of my doors, and I didn't have the resources to make a new one. So we're down to 1 door. Okay, let's water these. They are actually they're fully matured. Let's stop watering them because that's a waste of water. And then we can harvest these and move them to be right around here. And now they get watered from the sprinkler. And what I can do is I can just fill in this whole area. It doesn't hurt them to walk on them. It just makes it a little harder to see. Although, I mean, it's not really that big of an issue. Let's see, we had potatoes and we had soybeans. So let's replant the soy and all the potatoes. Oh, we got our next batch of strawberries and some more apples. And got another apple sapling. Actually, this is good. We were very low on fruit. We were out of fruit, as you can tell. So getting some more fruit means I can have some some fruit in my diet. Give me a little more of a health boost. Let's see. I can make toast with jam, and I do have plenty of jarred peaches and jarred lemons. What other fruit food can I make? I can make jarred. That's not what I want. I can make a pizza with fruit. I can dry the fruit, and then with the dried fruit, you can make a pizza with it. You can make jarred. You can make a salad. You can make a soup. You can make fruit soup. Fruit soup? That doesn't sound right. Actually, that sounds really bad. I could try making some pies. We need pie dough and pie pan. And the pie pan you make with a cast iron sheet, which I have cast iron. And pie dough. And the pie dough is made with butter, sugar, and flour. And butter you get from mixing salt and cream, and you get cream by putting a cheesecloth in without curdling it first. Ooh, okay. Can we use... Oh, wait. Let's check that once more. Can I click the right button? Can I use any milk? Coconut, milk, yak, goat. Yes. Okay. Let's grab a bite to eat before we go. Toss the apple there. Toss the strawberries there. Just gonna empty out this stuff so it gets slightly longer shelf life. Those are rotten, but those I use to feed the yeast. Everything else should be good. Okay, let's run right by what I need to grab. It's always, key. What you want to do is you want to run by what you need, forget about it, and then have to run back to grab it a second time. So we're going to take this barrel. We're going to go milk all the goats. I think I have 6 goats to milk. Oh, we got another baby cow. Another female baby cow. Okay, I've been watching Mr. Samuel Streamer playing RimWorld, and he's been saying Babby. Babby is formed. And so, yeah. That's kind of snuck its way into my lexicon now. Seven, 8. That's 8 buckets of milk. Actually, that is now empty. And now we have more milk for our flask. Okay. So, we now have 8 buckets of goat's milk. We can stick down there. Go and open it. And I have pre-made. I have 6. I need more than 6. So let's run upstairs and we're going to craft up some cheese cloths. So let's run back downstairs. Toss that in there. And this will turn it into cream. And then we can turn it into milk, into butter after that. And then we can see about making ourselves some pies. Can I only make fruit pie? So we have pumpkin pie, filled pie, cooked pie. Right, okay, so pumpkin pie, egg, pumpkin chunks, sugar, flour. I love pumpkin pie. In like real life, like it's probably one of my favorite desserts. But yeah, this pie looks like you only put fruit in it. Okay, that's not too much of an issue. So let's fire up some cast iron. We just need a double ingot. Yeah. Okay. All right. Enough to weld. Let's toss them in there. Hit, and draw third to last. So we need to... There we go. May have overdone it just a wee bit, but that works. The butter probably is going to take a while. Oh no, it's already cream. That was quick. That was a lot quicker than I thought. And then we need to put it in a mixing bowl with salt. I got plenty of salt. Only need one of it though. All right, that's butter. And then we want sugar, I have, and water and flour. So butter, water, have sugar right there. I can use honey, just gonna use sugar. Kind of want to get rid of the sugar since I've switched over almost exclusively to honey. And there's no point in having a backlog of sugar. Flour, right, that stuff. Let's use maize. Can I use maize? Do I need to turn it into... I need to turn it into maize flour first. Okay. Oh, I love cornbread also. All right. I keep doing that. I keep putting my walking cane into the mixing bowl. Okay, so we have our pie pan, we have our pie dough, and let's grab a peach jar. So now this will probably only be one serving. All right. Gives dairy, grain, and fruit. That's actually pretty good. And then I'm assuming yes, okay. Place it in to the oven like you would everything else. About 4 at a time, it looks like. And we just cook it up. And now I have an extra empty jar. Oh wait, I think I keep those in here. Yes, I do. And it takes a minute to cook just like bread. Okay. All right, so with this vat, if I want to automate this, I'm going to need water to come in through a pump from a tank. Once it's full, I need to drop 50 of these olive paste in, and I can use a smart chute to do that. Tell it to only drop in 50 at a time. It'll fill it up to 50. It'll stop. And then I'm going to need a deployer to click on it to close it. Only not with my walking cane in there. It is shift click. And then I'm going to need to start a fire underneath. And once it's done, it will open up and I can have a filtered pipe pump out the olive water paste. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Pie in the face? I'm not going to throw it in anyone's face. I'm going to eat it. Not as filling as I had thought it might be. Like the pizza, it's a lot of resources to make one meal. Not a huge fan of that. Oh well, it's a good way to get me more fruit, so I might do it more in the future. Yeah, only problem with this setup is sometimes it doesn't get all the trees. We will be doing a... Oy, could make myself dizzy. Bigger tree farm back at the factory. This is just temporary. And it also makes quite a mess with all these different drops from the stones, leaves, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I discovered something yesterday that nearly made me fall out of my chair laughing. So, if you press Q, you throw stuff, but you saw it says power 1. I have no idea what that power 1 meant. But if you hold down Q, the power keeps going up till you get 6, and then you send stuff into orbit. Wait, can I do that to a full stack? Yep, okay. That rotten flesh is now in orbit. The rotten flesh is going playing Starfield right now too. Alright, so let's clean this up a little bit so I can redo my saplings. There we go. And see, we got plenty of stuff in here. There we go. Now we've got all of our oak saplings replanted. It's going to take another 19 days, but we'll have a ton more oak, which means we can do a lot more of our coal. In the meantime, let's get rid of all these saplings because I don't need multiple stacks of saplings. And there's nothing I can do with these saplings anyway. Oops, that was only one. I wanted all 32 of them. There we go. Put the trees in orbit also. I think that's going to be it for today's little chores day. But if you stuck around, I got a little surprise for you. I've actually finally gotten my Discord all taken care of. Mostly taken care of. Anyway, there'll be a link in the top corner for you to click. You can join the Discord. Until then, thank you for joining me today. Hope you've had a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Later.